Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. Certainly better than mine. I spent it on the couch. Mr. Flu has caught me for the second time this year. This is really getting to be disgusting. The long weekend, our president, 3 days of playing golf. I think a lot of the world was doing the same thing, except in the Middle East, where once again, if ISIS comes into your neighborhood and takes over your city or town, the blood will be flowing in the streets. This is a very dangerous situation. This feels like the 1930s. If Saudi Arabia falls, the supplier of crude oil to most of the Asia, the rest of the economics that the world has developed and lived on over the last 50 to 75 years change significantly, and it just nothing is being done. We could take these people out pretty quickly if the will was. We don't have the will. So I don't understand, coming from being an Anglophile, what makes these people lay down their arms and give up, knowing that the men, the war fighting, are going to be killed. Might as well die with a rifle in your hands, but that does not go on. Then they get killed. So it was poor 29 Egyptians that had gone to Libya for work. That the film was is horrid. You don't want to look at it. So that was probably the biggest news over the weekend, and the West dallies once again, trying to create something between Russia and the Ukraine when you ought to be protecting the supply of oil, in my most humble opinion. Right now we're sandwiched in between volume. We've got a seller up here, definitely 12 to 16, maybe as high as 20. We have had a buyer against the buck, so when we come in this morning, we'll be looking at pretty good support at 28 to the buck, and selling starting at 12 to 16. The last rotate up stopped at 6, 6.5. We're right here. The spill was from 8. So 7 to 11 is sell 1, pretty aggressive, and then 15 to 19 is sell 2, not very aggressive. On the buy side, 1 to 29, and then 25 to 21. There's not a lot to drive the trading today. The situation between Greece and the EU. Greece is sticking to their guns. They're saying, we're not going to compromise. We're not going to take a deal. You're going to cut the debt right now, and that's not the European way. The European way is eventually Europe, there is no money there. They're going to kick the can down the road. Europe keeps hoping for growth, so they've got a little bit of flexibility on this. The European Central Bank is limited. They can't do what Greece is telling them to do without major changes that you've got to get through all the European ministers. So what the European ministers have said, hey, take the deal that you have right now. We're going to extend the maturities. We'll lower the interest rate, and we'll continue to work on it. And Greece is saying not only no, but hell no. I think a deal will be reached where the EU will probably come out and say, yes, we're going to talk about debt reduction, debt forgiveness. That's on the table. It's the first thing we're going to get to. We've got this deal right now. Greece is going to get the money that they need to keep the country operating, yada, yada, yada. So that's what I see playing. Today, Empire Manufacturing Index, 0.5. And the housing index, the HB housing index at 58.0. Neither one of those have much impact on the market. I think the key to today's trading is going to be the direction of the ES, and the ES is pointed higher right now. So probably a trading range with the boundaries determined by how far the E-mini trades up today. Okay, looking at where volume is, we've got volume down here at 145.04. That's the attractor. It's held. We haven't been able to break it. Then up here we've got volume at 146.04, and we're currently at 22. Last rotate up is 26. So 27 to 31, sell 1. 3 to 7, sell 2. On the buy side, 9 to 13. I think the first trade is a sell. Let's see if we can take out the overnight low. And that's the first area, and then 1 to 5. Well, I'm pretty comfortable at 1 to 5. 9 to 13, we'll just have to see how it is. I think the Greek deal, the risk-off situation, will support our treasuries, and ironically, our stock market too. The dollar is strong. You got two ways to make money. You can make money off the dollar play, and you can make money off of the actual instruments themselves too. Gold sold off the announcement, and that's. You'd think that it would not be down this low if Greeks don't have a deal. So maybe a little bit lower. I don't think it'll break today. Still like the short side better. I think the bigger, faster, quicker move is to the downside. And then our area plus or minus for buy 2. On the sell side, 23.25, and then our 28 to 30. Okay, it's post-holiday market. We lost a lot of volume on Friday. A lot of people bailed early. It's a big ski weekend. In fact, a lot of people say President's Day is directly attributable to the ski industry. I know it is a big weekend at ski resorts. So anybody that could get out of the office that likes to ski was probably gone on Friday, probably flying back today. The full complement of players probably isn't going to or aren't going to be at their desk this morning. Okay. Yeah, Greek deal isn't going away. With or without a Greek deal, the course of the euro is lower. But when the deal is tabled or pushed down the road, that means we don't devalue the euro dollar right now even more, and it rallies back. So 1450 is a round number right in here. It looks like a pretty good sell. So 40 to 50, sell 1. 75, sell 2. Will it be new highs, allow them to go up and get stops on the buy side? 1400 plus or minus. And then 1375. Okay, with what's going on in Libya, who does make the news when they are able, they're producing from anywhere from 600,000 barrels a day to 1 million. When they make the news, and they've secured the pipelines and the oil fields, it goes up to 0.3 million. So people are watching Libyan production, but again, Saudi Arabia, we've got 3,000 Marines now going to Kuwait. The administration has asked for more troops to Iraq. The United States is not buying. I think it's Raqqa or Raqaba. I don't hold me to the name on that city. We're going after the headquarters of ISIS. We're 10, 12 swords a day. We're going to beat the hell out of them. It might take 1,000 years. But so I don't think you're going to, unless you can deliver crude oil in, I don't think you're going to bring a seller in. I think the spec seller is probably on the sidelines. So we got a pretty good seller at 53.50, so 50.50, 53.75, so on. It's where resistance is, 54, 54 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, 52 and a quarter, 50.50, buy 1. And then 51.75, 52 for buy 2. If I couldn't deliver crude oil in, I wouldn't be in a big hurry to get short here and carry the positions overnight. And if you're going to sell size, you got to carry it overnight. It's the only way you can get it done. You're not too interested in how you execute. You got to give up a lot to get it done. Just want to make sure that you get the trade on. But, in Iraq, supposedly, there's 300 advisors at this air base northwest of Baghdad that have ISIS troops within, or guerrillas, I don't think you can call them troops, within 5 miles of them, and who have been attacking the base and have been repelled by the Iraqis so far. I bet the Marines had a hand in it, too. So this it's not a comfortable situation to be short crude oil in. Well, we made new highs on Friday, new contract highs. We've held them over the vacation. The market is being higher this morning. 2100 is our next stop. So resistance right now is 93.95. So failure to take that out. Today's news, Empire Manufacturing, 99.01, and we sell 2. Usually doesn't have much impact on the market, but it's our piece of news. We're currently at 91.75, so this 86.88 will be buy 1. And buy 2 will be 82.84. Let them get stops beneath 85. I think the trade is to the upside, but the easy trade to see is failure to take out 95. If we get good selling up there and it starts down, want to get short, don't know how far it'll go. It could get as low as 75. We have a 20-point day, and that would be a nice trade. But the market is pointed higher right now, and we'll have to assume that it's going higher. And the economic news around the globe is mixed. The German ZEW economic sentiment was higher in Germany, was less than forecast in Germany. It was higher than forecast for the EU. And then we have our manufacturing index today. Out of China, real estate prices were lower this month than they were last month. So the economic news around the globe is definitely mixed. Okay, it'll take at least 20 minutes to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I'll be back with you as soon as possible.